off for the Austrian Grand Prix.
We're green flag racing here at Boston.
Let's get this show on the road.
Going to lead us up through the gears, and let's go racing at the Brickyard.
Andrew Miller's going to come home to win the Austrian Grand Prix.
About the final corner, John Andrews will get 2 in a row. He wins at the New Jersey Motor Speedway.
Coming to the checkered flag, who's going to win the Independence 500? Brett Crawford steals it away on the final corner.
Down the front straightaway to the checkered flag. Who's it going to be? Arthur Xavier in the photo finish.
Welcome to the NOFSRL. The second leg of the West Coast Swing brings us to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We are here at this 1.5-mile racetrack for race 3 of 26 here in season 4 of the Trinity River Cup Series. This is the Norton LifeLock 360. 40 coming in here as per usual. It's going to be a good one here at Las Vegas. Let's hope. Coming into this race, as far as the point standings go, Paul-Antoine Sierre leads the way, 5 ahead of Kyle McLeese, 8 ahead of Dale Lightning, 10 ahead of Nicholas Samadeo, 16 ahead of Blake Parker, 18 ahead of both Alejandro Cruz Jr. and Trey Wright, 19 ahead of Chase Harris, and 21 ahead of both Mitchell Collins and Christian Vargas. It's going to be a fun one here in Las Vegas. We have had quite a history here at this racetrack. Last season's race was phenomenal. Season 2 was before we fixed everything. They were still racing like an IndyCar race, and Season 1 was on the original, but it raced like an IndyCar race because of the way I stupidly configured the I&I. So this is last season, and this one's going to be the first 2 quote normal races, I guess, that we've had here in Las Vegas. But it's going to be fun. Let's have a good time here in race 3. Chase Harris won last weekend in his second ever start in the second race of the season. He gained 23 points in the standings after that win. We'll see if he's able to go back-to-back here. We'll see if we can get a different winner here. We've had 2 different winners so far the first 2 races. Let's see what happens here at Las Vegas. Let's go down trackside. We'll get you started lined up so we can get this show on the road. And the engines fire here at Las Vegas. 40 going to roll off of the pit road here. It is Braden Perez on the pole position, starting alongside the 02 of Will Parrish. In row 2, we find Brock Nelson in the 18, starting alongside the 16 of Thomas Troxel. Row 3, it is Scott Upton, the 78, starting alongside John Andrews, the 5. Row 4, it is Stephen Clone in the 99, starting alongside Nicholas Samadeo in the 98. And rounding out the top 10, we find defending series champion Trey Smith in the 22, starting alongside the 95 of Trey Wright. I believe we have everybody rolling off the pit road here. Yes, we do. 48 laps here around this 1.5-mile track. This is the shortest distance for a 1.5-mile track that we've had in the series since before we started doing 20% length races, which was back in season 1. So this is going to be something we haven't seen in a long time. So we'll see how it goes here at Las Vegas. I want to extend condolences also to everyone in the countries of Ukraine and the surrounding areas in the path of the Russian invasion. Recording this on February 27th, so apart from that, I don't know, as far as I know, they've only invaded Ukraine, but hopefully it hasn't gone any further and it's gotten better since then. But thoughts and prayers are with everybody in Ukraine. Pace cars down, we're ready to go racing. Green flags out at Las Vegas. Let's get this show on the road. Down to the line, side by side, Brock Nelson leads lap number 1 here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Scott Upton in behind, Stephen Colon there, as well as Braden Perez falls back early on here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 2x2, third on back. Down the Nellis straightaway again. Colon trying to pull away from the rest of the field. Trey Smith trying to get down to his inside for that third position. He will not be able to out of 4, so it will be Nelson, Upton, Colon, and Trey Smith stretching away from the rest of the field here early on as they continue to try to sort the rest of the pack out. 3 wide for a moment, but Parrish pulls back in behind Perez. I like that move, even though it might cost him. It's a safer option as opposed to getting your car trashed. Plus, there's a ton of race left, and we have a pit cycle coming in the late 20s to early 30s. So we'll have to see how it goes from there. Stephen Colon down to the inside of Scott Upton for the second position. Down the Nellis straightaway they come. Trey Smith waiting in the wings if anything happens. Brock Nelson trying to pull ahead. And down to the inside will come Trey Smith. Not quite. Sticking in behind the 99 and 78. Upton's going to hold on. Colon trying to come back on the inside. Nelson continues to stretch away ever so slightly. Colon does clear for the second position ahead of Upton. Upton back to third, Smith fourth, and now Alex Lozano fifth. But William Brock right there, taking a look to the inside out of 4. Not going to be able to get there. But a very clean start here early on at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. As Trey Smith going to take a look to the inside of Upton. Not going to be able to get down there. Will Parrish down low on Braden Perez. Not going to be able to. So looks like most of the field up front is getting single filed out. We've still got all this side-by-side going on back here deeper in the field. Meanwhile, up here, 1st to 11th is all single file as we've got 3 wide back here for the 13th position. As Elijah Gordon slips high, John Andrews backs out of it. Mitchell Collins, oh man, Eric Monaco down low. Collins, that was a heck of a brave slide job there on Elijah Gordon. Somehow they're able to hold on and make it work. They start to stretch away themselves from the rest of the pack. Meanwhile, up front, Colon has caught Brock Nelson. Trey Smith in the 22 right there as Upton falls back on the outside. Lozano, Brock, Cruz, and Alphabet coming on the inside line. 40 laps to go here in the Norton LifeLock 360 at Las Vegas. Nelson continues to lead the way. Colon right there waiting in the wings for an opportunity to make a move for the race lead. These front cars are really pulling away from the rest of the field as they're still side by side, very, very deep for the race lead. Here comes Stephen Colon on the inside, looking for a career win number 4 in the series, and he's going to take the race lead away. Trey Smith down to the inside, the defending series champion. He's looking for win number 3 on his career. Brock Nelson has never won before in this series. He's a rookie in this series this year. 3 wide, taking a look. Will think better of it and pull in behind Trey Smith. Alex Lozano's never won in this series. William Brock's never won in this series. Alphabet is a first timer this season, as is Marty Sakala. Alejandro Cruz Jr. is a rookie. Will Parrish is not a rookie but has never won. Scott Upton is a rookie and has not won. Braden Perez has not won in the series before. Jacob Thibodeau has not won, although he's come close before. Mitchell Collins won 3 times last season. As for the race lead, well, actually, that was for second. But Lozano got by Trey Smith for second, and Brock Nelson is pulling away from both of them. Smith back to third, Cologne and Brock battling for fourth. It's Dr. Pepper versus Sprite for fourth, and now it's Spotify versus Ally as Marty Sakala taking a look to the inside of Christopher Alphaby. He's going to take that spot away. Into turn one they go once again. Lozano slipping wide, trying to catch up to that 18. Down the Nellis straightaway they go once again into 3. Cars are really starting to slip and slide, and apparently Thomas Troxel is out of the race with a header failure on that 16. So his unlucky start to the season continues. Troxel coming in 29th in the standings after 2 dismal runs at Daytona as well as Auto Club, and he's going to get last place points here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Terrible way to start off the season for Troxel, and not really a good start to the season as a whole for Team Velocistar. So we'll take a look back here. There's Ace Garcia, the highest running Velocistar car. Where's Caleb Rose? All the way back here. Garcia's in 23rd, Rose is in 33rd, and with Troxel finishing 40th after going out with that header problem, this is not going to be good for them in the owner standings. We haven't even talked about the driver standings. This is going to kill Troxel in points even further, especially given the fact that Christopher Alphaby, who's last in the point standings coming into this race, is running tremendously. Up inside the top 10. Jacob Thibodeau is inside the top 10. Braden Perez inside the top 10. It's not good. Hopefully he'll be able to turn it around in the final 23 races of the season, but it has not been an ideal start at all for Thomas Troxel. After coming off of a dual win, thought he might have a little bit more luck on his side, but unfortunately that has not been the case. Meanwhile, Stephen Colon taking a look to the inside of Alex Lozano for second. Sakala waiting in the wings there in the 4th position. William Brock and Trey Smith side by side for the 5th position. Smith's going to take it away from Brock. Colon's going to get ahead of Lozano, and Sakala's going to take a look to the inside of Lozano through 1 and 2. Car coming off the pit road, that's Blake Parker in the 14. Already made his way down into the pits. It is a lap down, actually, at the moment. So that 14's getting back up to speed. Side by side for 3rd. Sakala getting around Alex Lozano. And for 5th, here comes Blake Parker's teammate, Alejandro Cruz Jr., down to the inside of Trey Smith. Not going to be able to make it work just yet, but Smith slides up and gets loose. Here comes that 0-5. Down the backstretch and into turn 3. Alphaby closing in behind, trying to make it a 3-horse race. Nothing changing up front in the front positions. Brock Nelson, I believe, has led every single lap so far here in the Norton LifeLock 360. Cruz stretches away from Alphaby. Smith sliding back on the outside. Jacob Thibodeau down to the inside in the 32. Yeah, nothing has changed up front as far as the lead is concerned. Brock Nelson has just been flawless so far. That Nelson Motorsports entry, that 18 team, looking tremendous. Of course, his teammate Trey Smith running in the 7th position. Mitchell Henderson, however, is all the way back in 34th, and Blake Parker's got a problem. Brock Nelson runs to the back of him. Stephen Colon in the back as well. The top 2 have just been wiped out. More coming behind. And Ace Garcia is going to run in. Chase Harris involved. A big pileup on the inside after Blake Parker blew up, and we're still piling them in. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't believe what had just happened. Blake Parker blew up just ahead of the leaders after coming down the pit road with a problem of some sort. And looks like they had another problem going into one. I believe that was Alpha B. Alpha B just now getting back up to speed. But it looks like at least a third of the field has just been taken out in this incident. Marty Sakala led him back to the caution flag, and he'll lead him down the pit road for potentially the lone pit cycle of the race. That is just so unfortunate. Last year's winner here at Las Vegas, Sam Oskin involved, Ryan Durrani. Roberto Crown Jr.'s got damage. Stephen Colon, there's Christian Vargas on the pit road. Justin Zeidel, there's Blake Parker, of course, involved. My. We'll watch here as pit cycles happen. We almost made it to halfway before that happened. Ethan Lewis, the Daytona 500 winner, is involved. After a terrible run at Auto Club, this is not what he needed. This is going to kill him in points. Brock Nelson, who dominated the race until now, is involved. Alex Lozano wins the race off. Marty Sakala second. And I believe it's going to be Cruz ahead of Perez, then Smith, Collins, Thibodeau. And looks like some are going to come back out on the racetrack. Chase Harris out of the pits. Roberto Crown Jr. Some cars that were involved making it back out onto the racetrack. That's a good thing to see. Priya McShane still in the pits, but coming off now. Paul-Antoine Sierre, the points leader, got damage in that. Oh my goodness. This is going to shake up the points tremendously. Elijah Gordon involved in the 24. Colin Teague. As they're both catching up to the pacing line here. Elijah Gordon's got to get ahead of Mitchell Henderson there. My. Well, the first caution of the race is out here in the Norton LifeLock 360. And we are going to go back and take a look at what happened to bring it out here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Alright, so watching here through turn 2, and there's Blake Parker blowing up right at corner exit. And there's Brock Nelson right behind. And down the back straightaway they came. It's got to be really hard for Nelson to see out that windshield. And with, oh man, with Parker coming down as well, Nelson tried at the last second to get by. Wasn't able to, and into the wall they go. Stephen Colon, an innocent bystander, as is Brock Nelson, but they come down the racetrack. And more cars are going to get involved here as the field scrambles to get by. There's Ace Garcia getting into Nelson, and they just pile in behind. Look at that hit by Ryan Durrani to the backside of that 52. There's Priya McShane coming in, getting damage. There's Elijah Gordon. There's Sear coming in. My. Just a whole lot of unfortunate and innocent victims here in this accident. And it's going to take a lot of cars out of this race, no doubt about it. Let's take a look at another angle. So one more time as they were heading off into turn number 3, there's Nelson running into the back of that 14. Cologne going up into the wall with them, and we'll take a look overhead as the field comes in scrambling behind. And just the track gets completely blocked as they come in here. More and more cars pile in. And we're going to have at least a dozen cars that are going to be unable to continue this one here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, I would think. But meanwhile, the track is clear. We are good to go. Oh yeah, hold on. We got to take a look at what happened to Alpha B over here in turn 1. So let's take a look at what happened over here on the other side of the racetrack to Christopher Alpha B after the caution had already come out. Alright, so here these cars were avoiding the incident and then coming back up on the racetrack. And then Upton's going to come off of the apron and then turn Alpha B right around there. But fortunately, Alpha B doesn't hit anything and just put it in gear and get right back going. Thankfully, no further damage there, if any, for Christopher Alpha B. But field is going to be in the hands of... Actually, it's going to be in the hands of Alex Lozano. after the pit stops here. Track is clear, we're good to go, so let's head to the restart here at Las Vegas. 26 cars are all that remain after that enormous pileup in turn 3 and 4, bringing out the first caution of the race here in the Norton LifeLock 360 here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The only one of the Velocity fleet left now is Caleb Rose in the 15. The entire Monkey Racing fleet is out. Sam Oskin, the defending winner of this race, is out. Sebastian Kukulon is out. And Chase Harris is not out. So the entire Trinity River Racing fleet did not get taken out by some miracle. But there are a ton of cars that just got taken out in this one. But meanwhile, it is Alex Lozano leading us to the green flag here at Las Vegas. And a good restart for himself and Marty Sakala. Cruz did not get going on the restart very well at all, and already seeing double file behind. And you know it, we're going to have to worry about slow cars for the rest of this race. But meanwhile, up front, Sakala taking a look to the inside of Lozano for the race lead. And Cruz taking a look to the inside of that 84. Not going to be able to get there just yet. But side by side up front between a Chevy and a Ford, it is Sakala at the line with 22 laps to go. Now Cruz going to get to the inside of that 84. Packed in tight, 2 and 3 wide behind him. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Cruz trying to make a move down to the inside. Marty's going to slip up a little bit. And here comes Cruz on the inside in that 05. Down to the line it is. Sakala still holding on as Trey Wright came down on the pit road there in that 95. 3 wide a little further ahead is Alpha B and Parrish and Thompson getting together up into the wall. Parrish and Thompson up into the outside wall. They'll keep it straight though. No caution, but that's going to slow them up a ton. Right on by goes Caleb Rose in the 15. Boy, that's going to help him a little bit. He's looking to recover in points too. 18th coming in is Caleb Rose. Meanwhile, up front, here's Marty Sakala getting back to the inside of Alejandro Cruz Jr. He's going to take the race lead away, but here comes the defending series champion, Trey Smith in the 22. Got Alex Lozano with him and Jacob Thibodeau on the inside. Braden Perez there and William Brock as well. Are we going to go 3 wide here for the race lead? They're going to try to, but they won't. There'll be 2 by 2 by 2 down the straightaway and into 1. Smith's going to take the lead away from Sakala. Here comes Lozano. You know, I thought with the pileup everybody would calm down a little bit, but that does not seem to be the case. I guess with less cars in the pack, you have more wiggle room. But then again, we didn't see a whole lot of overtaking before that caution came out. But of course, we're on fresh tires again, so that could mean something. But granted, there was not a whole lot of passing once Brock Nelson got up front on that initial green flag run. Now 3 wide back there for third. William Brock taking his Pontiac to the inside of Marty Sakala and Trey Smith. Boy, Brock got up into Marty there, got them both loose, and Smith's going to get right on by. Marty's going to recover, maybe get by on the outside of that 00. We'll see how it works. Into this corner. Boy, Brock got loose again. Sakala's going to have a chance on that outside line. Looking from the grandstands down the back straightaway. He will clear that 00. Trey Smith trying to get to the inside of Jacob Thibodeau as Alex Lozano leads the way here, coming to 16 laps to go this time here at Las Vegas. 2 cars now a lap down here at Las Vegas. It is Roberto Crown Jr. and Trey Wright. There's Priya McShane in the 0. Gonna have to worry about lap traffic here before the end of this race, so we just have to see how this can work out. They're starting to spread out a little bit as the tires wear off. The pack breaking up. Already getting down to the inside of Jacob Thibodeau for that second position. See if he's going to be able to catch back up to Lozano. in that 4 who pulled away and has led a slew of laps, while these guys back here were going back and forth. Cruz stretches away into 3rd. Brock on the inside for 4th. Thibodeau and Upton side by side for 5th. Thibodeau caught the wall there coming out of turn number 4. Here comes Upton to the inside of Brock. Down the front stretch and into 1. As we're at 14 laps to go here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. There's Priya McShane in the 0. And the 27 of Roberto Crown Jr. just ahead of her. Oh, Lozano's going to get sideways. Zakala's going to try to get to the inside of him. They're both going to have to get up to the high side to get around that 0. Boy, that slowed up Lozano a lot, but I don't think it slowed him up enough for Marty to have a chance just yet. Now Priya's going to get up to the outside as Upton gets down to the inside of that 0. Trey Smith's going to go down to the bottom. That's going to hurt William Brock. Look at him getting shuffled like a deck of cards on the outside there as the field gets by on the inside. Now they've caught Roberto Crown Jr. Marty's not able to get by, but Lozano did. What a brilliant use of that 27 as a pick by Alex Lozano. He's got a big lead now. Almost 0.7 of a second for that 4. As Zakala trying to hold off Alejandro Cruz Jr. for that 2nd position, as he'd like to stay single file to catch up to that 4, but Cruz having none of it. Gonna try to get right around the 84. Slide job off of 4, and he will take that 2nd position away. 11 laps to go now. 0.55 the difference. And almost wonder if we're going to have to worry about lap traffic again in the later stages of this race. The closest one is Elijah Gordon in the 24. But we're coming around for 10 laps to go this time. So is he really going to play a factor? Is there going to be just enough time for anybody to hold up the field at all? We'll have to see. Now 10 laps to go as Zakala takes 2nd place back away from Alejandro Cruz Jr. Upton 4th. Kyle McLeese there in the 5th position. Trey Smith in 6th. Alphaby 7th. Thibodeau 8th there. Braden Perez 9th. And Mitchell Collins is 10th right now here at Las Vegas. 9 to go. Upton's going to go down to the inside of Cruz. Oh, man! Not able to get down there and almost turn that 0-5 around. Aggressive driving here from Scott Upton in the 78, but down to the inside, here comes Marty on Alex Lozano in turn 3 and 4, trying to take the race lead away. Lozano's got no help on the outside. The help is on the inside for Marty at the stripe. Too close to call. I believe it was Lozano. I guess it was. That's what scoring's saying. 3 wide for 3rd. As Upton and McLeese get down to the inside of Lozano, and the teammates shuffle that 4 back outside the top 5. As for the race lead, there goes Cruz around Zakala. Zakala trying to cross over down to the inside. This is turning into madness here at Las Vegas. 7 laps to go this time. Zakala led at the line. Here comes Kyle McLeese in the 59. 3 rookies here in the top 3. A champion and then another rookie. That's the top 5. And then 2 more rookies behind them. 7 cars left to battle for this win unless anybody else can catch them. 6 to go now here in the Norton LifeLock 360. Another car down on the pit road. That's Priya McShane. Going to go out of the race now. What happened? Just retiring from the race, looks like. So that's, I guess Priya McShane just wanted to get out of here and save, misery from the rest of the difficult day as Upton and Cruz get into the wall. They'll keep it straight, but that's going to knock him out of contention for the race win. Looks like Upton slid up on Cruz is what happened. And they're falling way back. And here comes McLeese on the inside of Zakala for the race lead with 5 laps to go. for the race lead. There goes the 59 trying to take it away, and he's going to. You gotta believe Marty's gonna be able to try to come back here with 4 laps to go. He's got a champion behind him. Could get a huge push there from that 22, but Trey Smith wants to get career win number 3 and start off his title defense on a better note than what it's gone so far. And starting off, really, so far, it hasn't gone bad. He's 14th in the standings, but he'd like to get a win here to make a statement, as he did 1 season ago, but that was at Phoenix. He'd like to get one done earlier here at Las Vegas, but 3 laps to go. Here in the Norton LifeLock 360, Kyle McLeese trying to hold on for win number 1 in his career. Marty Sakala trying to chase him down there, the 84. Oh, he drove it in deep in 3 and 4. He's going to be down to the inside, out of 4. Lozano down to the inside of Smith as well. 2 laps to go here at Las Vegas. Side by side into turn 1. And Sakala looking to take the edge in that Ally Chevrolet on the inside of Kyle McLeese's Best Buy Chevy. They're door-to-door down the back straightaway. Half-car length lead for Sakala. Trying to slide it. Around the outside comes McLeese. Trying to stay with him. White flag is out. Smith saves it behind off Lozano. What a save by the defending series champion. White flag is in the air, though, here at Las Vegas. Marty Sakala takes the lead. Alpha B slides to the inside of McLeese, but Marty slid it way wide through 1 and 2. Could Alpha B have a chance to steal this one away? That's a huge lead, though. We'll see if he's going to be able to hold on. Sakala slow on the inside. Alpha B trying to come on the outside. He's not going to be able to. Marty Sakala with his first career win in the Trinity River Cup Series comes at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the Norton LifeLock 360. Wow! What a drive! Marty Sakala coming into this race for Polar Star Motorsports, 26th in the standings. Although he's outpacing his teammate Steven Colon, who came in 33rd in the standings. His teammate falling out of the race earlier in that pileup. Cologne finishing 27th, but Sakala flying the banner high for Polar Star, and that is Polar Star Motorsports' first win in the TRCS as well. How about that? We'll go ahead now and take a look at your race finishing results. Marty Sakala wins the race with an average race speed of 158.322 miles per hour. It's Alpha B second, Kyle McLeese is third, Alex Lozano is fourth, Trey Smith is fifth, Jacob Thibodeau sixth, then Mitchell Henderson, Scott Upton, Alejandro Cruz Jr., Braden Perez, rounding out the top 10, and a big list of cars that did not finish this race. 15 cars unable to finish, 2 more unable to finish on the lead lap, so only 23 cars finished on the lead lap here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. What a crazy race it was. But congratulations to Marty Sakala, of course. What a deserved win. He drove up there and got it done. It looked like he was going to slip back and lose it there late in this one, but he did not. He stood firm like a bulldog and did not back down, and he's taken home the big trophy here at Las Vegas. We will have the action here continuing in the TRCS next week at Phoenix Raceway to cap off the West Coast swing. Hope to see you then. Until then, here are your points. Here are the rest of your finishing results here. And that's going to do it here at Las Vegas. One more time, congratulations to Marty Sakala for his first career win. Hope to see you next weekend. Until then, y'all take care, stay safe, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Welcome to the NOFSRL.